Okay, we're here with Grant Robertson, who's the Labour Party candidate for Wellington Central, in his office.
Hi, David.
Okay, Grant. Now, first we thought we'd ask you about the pledge card. No.
Oh, no, we heard enough of that in the 2005 campaign from you, David.
No, I saw on your blog you get a fairly regular questionnaire at the Meet the Candidates.
I certainly do. There's some regular attenders, and it's always fun to hear what they've got to say.
Yeah. Okay, going serious to start with, at least anyway. What are people in Wellington Central saying is the biggest issue for them?
Oh, look, it's pretty clear here in Wellington Central, people are focused on the economy. They're focused on the global financial crisis and how it's going to affect New Zealand. So we've been doing a lot of talking about that and about Labour's economic stimulus package. Locally, I'd say public services is still coming out as one of the big issues. I mean, this is the public service town, and I think you do get a lot of people who are concerned about what the future for public services are.
Cool. Now, Wellington Central is home to the famous Aro Valley Meet the Candidates meeting. Do you have perhaps one particular exchange that was the highlight of the meeting for you?
I think probably the highlight of the meeting is Michael Appleby, the legalised cannabis party candidate, who can turn any question, no matter what it is, to the status of cannabis.
I know. I think the only one I've not seen him do it on is something to do with the defence policy. Any other policy question?
It was absolutely brilliant, but I was caught in the crossfire with the water pistol 2 or 3 times as Michael went over his time limit.
Yeah. Now, your nickname reportedly used to be H3. Now, was that actually the nickname at the time, or more something given to you afterwards?
It was. It did come at the time. I think I can blame Al Morrison, actually, who was then the Radio New Zealand chief reporter. I think he came up with it. It's a type of treated timber, H3. So I'm not sure whether it's something I want or not. But yeah, it was. I had a really enjoyable time working with Heather and Helen. It was good fun.
Now, you enjoy the international side of politics and are a keen student of it. I think we can probably guess the answer here. But, you know, if you were voting, you'd be Obama?
Absolutely, yep. And it is an important question, though, for New Zealanders to think about. I mean, John McCain has been a supporter of free trade with New Zealand and across the world, but on balance, I mean, I've got to go for Obama. It's time for America to show some leadership in the world that we can all be proud of.
Now, this is not your first election. You've been involved with student politics back in the day as a very good camper. Can you recall what was your first ever election? Was it school, university?
At school, actually in 1984, when I was in Form 2, don't want to make you feel old, David. I ran in an election that we had there. I think my party was called McAndrew Credit, because it was the name of the intermediate school I was at. And we ran on a policy of better cheese rolls at the canteen. You would have had a few cheese rolls when you were in Dunedin.
Dunedin, yes. You live off them.
Legendary. Yeah. And
they had Uncle Chang's.
Yeah, that's right. I think we won that election, so that would have been the first one, yeah.
And look, finally, just maybe looking towards the future about Cunliffe or Gough.
Both fine men, and they'll be great ministers in the next Helen Clark-led government.
Oh, very well disciplined. Look, thank you very much for your time, Grant.
No worries.
See ya.